Welcome back to second year organic chemistry. The next chapter that we are studying is the alcohols and phenols. So in the beginning we will take only alcohols, but phenols and alcohols both contain the same functional group, that is OH group. In the alcohols, the OH group is attached to the carbon atom which is aliphatic in nature, while the phenols are the compounds which contain same OH group but directly attached to the aromatic system. So first we will take these alcohols. So alcohols are hydroxy derivatives of aliphatic compounds. Now these alcohols, the main functional group is actually OH group. So depending on the number of OH groups, these alcohols are classified. So we will consider this classification of alcohols as based on the number of OH groups. These are classified as monohydric, dihydric and polyhydric compounds. If only one OH group is present, they are named as the monohydric. For example, if you consider this CH3OH, methanol, CH2H5OH, similarly CH3CH2OH. So these are all containing only one OH group, that's why they are named as the monohydric alcohols. Coming to the dihydric alcohols, these are monohydric. Coming to the dihydric compounds, CH2OH. This is ethylene glycol. Similarly, we have this CH2OH, CHOH, CH3. This contains propene group, that's why propylene group, that's why it is called as the propylene glycol. Now here you remember one more thing. When we consider this glycol, it should contain the carbon 1 and 2 or adjacent carbon atoms having that OH group. Suppose you consider this CH2OH, CH2, CH2OH. This also contains two OH groups, but it is not glycol, it is simply dihydric alcohol. Similarly, we have this CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is called glycerol. Propane 1, 2, 3, triol, that is actually a glycerol. This is a trihydric. If three or more OH groups are present, they are named as the polyhedric alcohols. For example, there is one compound which contains 6 OH groups. CH2OH, CHOH, 4 times CH2OH. Continuous chain of 4 or 6 carbon atoms. So this is actually mannitol or mannitol. Okay, that is obtained from mannose by reduction, where the 6 OH groups are present. So this is one method of classification based on the number of OH groups. They are classified as monohydric, dihydric, trihydric or polyhydric compounds. Coming to the second method of classification, monohydric alcohols are further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, tertiary alcohols. It depends on the nature of the carbon carrying the OH group. If the carbon atom carries minimum 2 hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon carrying the OH group, then such a compound is named as the primary alcohol. If only one hydrogen is attached to the carbon carrying the OH group, then it is named as the secondary alcohol. If no hydrogen is attached to the carbon carrying the OH group, say R, R dash, R double dash, C, OH, this is called as tertiary alcohol. So depending on the nature of the carbon carrying the OH group, whether it contains two hydrogens or only one hydrogen or no hydrogen, they are further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. And coming to the nomenclature of these alcohols, if only one OH group is present or only alcoholic group is the functional group, then it is named by using the suffix OL. Suffix OL. Along with the position of the hydroxy group, we have to use this suffix OL. For example, if you write this CH3OH, it is named as methanol. If it is CH3CH2OH, it is ethanol. If it is CH3, CH2, CH2OH, this carbon given number 1, that's why it is propane 1-ol. Suppose it is CH3, CHOH, CH3. Same name, but position of the OH group is 2, that's why it is propane 2-ol. Propane 2-ol. All other rules hold good if the other substituents like alkyl groups or other functional groups are present. But if a functional group is above the OH group in the priority table, that should be named as the hydroxy group. So we can use the prefix hydroxy if any other functional group prior to this OH group is present. Now let us consider one more topic, that is isomerism exhibited by the alcohols. Isomerism. As we know, there are three types of structural isomerism. So we have this isomerism. So alcohols exhibit both the chain, position and functional isomerism. Functional isomerism. If the carbon chain is different, containing the same OH group as a functional group, it is called as the chain isomerism. If the OH group position itself is changed, then it is called as the position isomerism. And alcohols and ethers are the functional isomers. I will take one example to explain all the three types of isomerism. So these are called as the structural isomers. For example, if you consider this C4H9OH, C4H10O, if this is the molecular formula, then we can write these as the CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. This is called butane 1-ol. Butane 1-ol. This is CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. This is butane 2-ol. These are actually position isomers. OH group position is different in these two, having the same 4 carbon chain. Then the third one is CH3, CHOH, CH3, CH3. This is actually butane, 2-methyl propane 2-ol. If you number from any one end, then it gives rise to second position to the carbon carrying the OH group as well as CH3. So it is propane 2-methyl propane 2-ol. There is one more compound, CH3, CHCH3, CH2OH. This is 2-methyl propane 1-ol. Now again you observe these two. the position of the OH group is second and position of the OH group is first. Now if you consider these 4 examples, this is primary alcohol because the CH2OH group is present. This is secondary alcohol. We can consider the examples for classification also. Then this is tertiary alcohol. This is primary again. So these 4 compounds contain the same functional group, that is OH group. But either the chain or position of the OH group is different. That's why they are either the chain isomers or position isomers. But when you come to this functional isomerism, usually the ethers and alcohols are the functional isomers. For the same formula, C4H10O, we can write the various types of alcohols as well as these 3 ethers, CH3O, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is methoxypropane. Methoxypropane. The other one is CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. This is diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. We can write one more example, CH3O, CH, CH3, CH3. 2-methoxypropane. So if you number this carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. At the first position, OCH3 group is the functional group. This is ethoxyethane. So this is 1-methoxypropane. Now if you number this carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. At the second position, there is a methoxy group. That's why it is 2-methoxypropane. Now for the same formula, remember C4H10O. Total number of isomers possible. That is either chain isomerism or position isomerism or functional isomerism if you consider. All the 3 isomers 3 types of isomers taken together, there are actually 7 isomeric structure possible. So this compound will exhibit 7 structural isomers. There is one more type of isomerism that is actually called as the stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism. This stereoisomerism, in that one we consider this optical isomerism. Whenever there is a chiral carbon atom or asymmetric carbon atom, that is, for example, if you take this second example, 2-butanol or butane-2-ol. Now if you consider this carbon atom indicated by the star or asterisk, there are 4 different groups attached to this carbon atom. One is hydrogen, the second one is OH, third one is methyl, fourth one is ethyl. Because of this carbon atom carrying different functional groups or side chains or substituents, this carbon atom is called as the chiral carbon atom. So such a compound will exhibit optical isomers. One is called as the dextro, the other one is called as the levo isomers. So taken together, this dextro, levo, that is optical isomers taken together, totally 8 isomers are possible. That is, for this 2 isomers, the remaining 6 isomers. Totally 8 isomers are possible. So depending on the question, we have to give the answer. Number of structural isomers, 7. Including the optical isomerism or stereoisomerism, totally 8. Only chain and position isomers of the alcohol, 4. In that one, chain and position isomers of the alcohol, including the stereo, 4 plus 1, 5. Or if it is totally number of isomers asked, it is actually 8. So that is about the introduction regarding the alcohols. In case of the phenols, we consider the benzene ring directly containing the OH group or aromatic ring system containing the OH group. So these are the compounds in which the OH group is the functional group but directly linked to the aromatic system. But if I write the same aromatic system and in the side chain if I write the hydroxy group, then this is named as the benzyl alcohol. So this is an alcohol, not a phenol, because the OH group is attached to the aliphatic carbon atom that is present as the side chain. That's why this and this are the different compounds at all. Benzyl alcohol, phenols. Suppose I write this one, C6H4 OHCH3. This is cresol. OH group and CH3 group are directly attached to the benzene ring. So this is named as the orthocresol. There are two more isomeric structures possible for this, para as well as meta. But anyhow, we will consider these phenols, cresols, etc. in the next part. We will take only the alcohols in this particular topic. So with this introduction, we will go to the methods of preparation for the alcohols in the next video. Thank you.